Hello, empaths. Welcome back. Welcome to this channel if it's your first visit. My name is Eileen. I am an intuitive empath, and it is my mission assignment, my delight, and my joy to share some empath lessons and tips that may encourage you and inspire you and help you feel supported on your journey as an empath having a human experience. Today, we're talking about the Empath Bridge, which is you. You are a bridge. And most of us empaths have experienced a lot of challenge, trauma, struggle, hardship, obstacles, pain, suffering, sometimes abuse, violation. These unfortunate experiences are very often the early experiences of an empath, often experienced in childhood or adolescence. Of course, even in adult years, sometimes traumas occur. But what we're learning as an empath collective is that although those experiences were extremely painful, difficult, and we often felt very much alone in the experience, we also learned so much about our gifts and who we are, our energetic sensitivities. And eventually, some of us activated gifts that had been dormant. We didn't know they existed inside of us. And then one day the light bulb, came on, and we had an aha moment of that we are natural counselors. We are natural healers. Our energy sensitivities allow us to dial in to what other people are thinking and feeling, and we can detect the outcomes of certain situations. We didn't realize it, but we're very connected to the electromagnetic frequencies of the planet, so we can feel things oftentimes before they are manifested, such as an earthquake or a storm. We can feel the energetic climate, spiritual climate of a situation. And as a result of that, that has given us the ability to be problem solvers and peacemakers. We are often able to dissolve negative energy very quickly. We can sense the chaos swirling in, and we bring our light, we bring our love. Even before we recognized that we were energy sensitives and that there was an actual divine calling or gift embedded within us, many of us were doing our service work without even knowing who we are. So how wonderful for us to come together in this safe space, this safe container. Even if I never meet you in person, energetically, we're together. You're my tribe. You are my brothers. You're my sisters. We are family. We're soul family. And we may never meet each other in this lifetime, but our hearts know each other, right? Our souls know each other. We get each other in a way that non-energy sensitives, non-empaths, maybe just don't understand. We might be kind of weird or quirky or strange or odd to them. But the reality is we're extremely powerful souls, and an evolved empath is a very evolved human consciousness, helping the planet to be better, helping to heal, where you can. So wherever you are on your journey, I salute you, one empath to another. Thank you for showing up. Thank you so much for bringing your light. You are beautiful. Even if you don't feel validated, seen, heard, or known, you are so beautiful, such a powerful, wonderful example, a leader of what it is to be human, to be kind and compassionate and loving and patient, and always looking for the greater good, always wanting to serve the higher good. So thank you so much for showing up and being who you are. Okay, so empaths are illustrated lessons for humans to observe, learn from, to grow, and to heal. So all of the pain and suffering that we went through was not for nothing. It does have a purpose. We are an illustrated sermon, or lesson. So people who know us from our childhood, sometimes they're kind of amazed at who we've grown into be, because they know what we went through and we've overcome so much. And here we are, still shining the light bright and still shining our vibe, in a high way. So we as empaths learned and are learning to transmute energy, right? And we are learning to protect ourselves as we transmute that energy. So as we transmute the negative energy that's been around us, then we heal. And as we heal, we demonstrate to the human collective that this level of healing after incredible hardship is actually possible. We demonstrate that a human can up level no matter what they've been through. They can rise above pain, and humanity can ascend from lower structures. So an empath is a live, a living illustration from the divine and a bridge. We are a bridge between the empirical and the phenomenological. We're a bridge between what's considered spiritual and what's considered scientific. We're a bridge between what is considered energetic and what is considered emotional. And as we think about the energetic and the emotional, both of these, for the most part, are, invisible to the naked eye. Emotions are invisible, and energy is, for the most part, invisible. I mean, the more we develop our laser sharp focus as empaths and we abide in the sanctuary of the heart, the more the invisible and the phenomenological becomes a lot more visible to us, because we start shedding the layers, the energetic layers, the unnecessary protections, the old mental constructs that prevent us from being able to see what's actually hidden in plain sight or actually right there. So, to the naked eye, for most people, energy and emotion is invisible. However, they are both palpable. We certainly feel energy, don't we? And we certainly feel emotion. So you are a universal bridge, dear empath, between this earth plane down here and the universe, the divine. You bridge the gap between humans who have no spiritual awareness at all and the infinite universe. Your empathy, your code abilities, your alchemy, and all of your divine gifts pave the way for a clearer understanding between who we are down here and all that we are up there and all that is above. So as a bridge, you are fixing timelines. You may not have realized that. You initially are fixing the timelines of your own family. Even if you're adopted, you're, clearing the energy and fixing the timelines of your adopted family and your ancestral family, whether you meet them in this lifetime or not. So after you, and you may not even be aware that you're doing this, but you are fixing timelines with family, then you go into the community, you're fixing different timelines in the community and all aspects of your service area. So your mission assignments, either on your job, your friendship group, the university you attend, anything that you participate in on a regular basis in your human life experience, you as an empath bridge are clearing energy and correcting timelines. You are aligning people to the original source code. So we empaths bridge humanity back to the original source code of the divine, and we recode humanity back to light, and we recode them back to life. Yeah, so beautiful, right? I talked about recoding a few weeks ago. You're recoding people back to their original light, their original potential. But you're also recoding people back to life. You as an empath bridge, you're breathing life into the souls of the people that you work with. So breathing life into someone or a situation is actually recoding that person or that situation back to the original source code. Empaths bridge so many gaps between the limitation of human mental constructs and the divine truth. So we bridge the gap between these limitations, these self-imposed limitations that we humans have, put in the way as boundaries and obstacles to us realizing all that we are and all that we're connected to and all that the divine is. We empaths bridge the gap between those limitations and the actual divine truth. And in this manner, we are way showers. We are light workers. We are recoders of light. So like Moses with the, parting of the Red Sea, whether you believe that is a true story or, mythical story, whatever you believe, we are leading humans who are our assignments to the place where transformation can take place. We lead them out of darkness and into beautiful light. We really do. We do that with our compassion, our kindness, our effervescence, our energy signature, which is palpable. We help people believe that they can come out of dark holes and ascend into the light. So the divine does the work, of course, and works the magic and creates the miracles. But we empaths lead the way into the victory. We're the tour guides, if you will. Oftentimes, this leading that we do is a soft, subtle, quiet journey where you're a tour guide just encouraging and inspiring humans. Many times, only the person whose life is being affected by your empath light or has been healed knows your worth, your power, the value of what you bring, and what majestic miracles took place as you worked with them. As empaths, our work is often hidden, It's often hidden in plain sight. It's happening, but it's going undetected by the masses. Our journey is often solo work. We aren't often celebrated publicly. Sometimes we are, but not often. Our work is usually hidden in plain sight, which keeps us safe and protected, from nefarious agendas and energy vampires who would want to leech on to us and hurt us. But our empathic nature and dial illuminate situations. We bring illumination, even if people don't give us credit or recognize that we're the ones who are helping them reach these revelations and integrations. Empaths, like I've said so many times, are live, illustrated lessons for humanity to observe and integrate information. So even when they're just in our presence, even if we're not speaking, we might be singing or acting or reciting something or teaching, whatever role we play. We might just be sitting there silent. We might be at a party dancing. We are an illustrated live lesson for humans to integrate. There are light codes embedded in us, and they come online, they get activated as needed, and humanity that is ready receives those activation codes. So whether humans realize this is happening or not, it may be integrated at the subconscious level, as they interact with you, okay? And then, of course, there will be those humans who are enlightened enough to recognize that they are in the presence of someone who's very different, who is helping their life, and they see the value in that. Empaths add valuable insight and provide clarity about what goes on beyond the surface, because it's your nature, dear empath, to see what's hidden. Empaths are keys that unlock doors of information and create access to collective encoding that's embedded in human consciousness. Amazing, right? You're a key that unlocks doors. Wow. To information that's embedded in the human consciousness. Okay, the human collective ascends and heals and transcends and grows, all because of your nature and your energy signature that's helping them to unlock coding that is within their consciousness. So many codes have been rewired, dear empath, and altered by nefarious agendas. You know that. In order to keep humans restricted and constricted, in order to keep them from existing in their highest light and their fullest potential. We empaths bridge the gap between the seen and the unseen, revealing what is often hidden in plain sight. So many of you have been activated in this incredible way, and the great revealing occurring for such a time as this is happening because you are in position, fully activated, you've received your mission assignments from base and you're doing your soul work, and there's a great revealing happening across the planet. There's a lot of uncomfortable, unhealthy things happening, but there's also the veil being lifted and people are being healed because you're in position. Now, in order to do this important work, you want to learn to finesse the energy of spirit, which I've talked about so many times. And this requires that you learn to be in your own energy. Eventually, you will learn to love being in your own energy. And in this mental space and in this heart space where you're just in your own energy, loving being in your own energy, you can create magic, miracles, and light that heals our planet in such a beautiful, amazing way. So what are some ways to be in your own energy? It's so many things. And, I'm going to just give you a few examples. These may or may not resonate, but they're just a few little things to whet your palate so that you can get an idea of what it's like to be in your own energy. So for those of you that like to cook, being in the kitchen because you love to cook. Like some people, the kitchen is the hub. You know what I mean? Whether they're cooking or eating or just hanging out, like the kitchen is it's the meeting spot. It's the space where the family and friends just hang out because they love being there. They love cooking. They love creating amazing meals. They love serving their guests. They love decorating all the little meals and making it so special. That's being in your own energy, being where you love to be. Okay. Being in the garden, in the soil with plants, because you love gardening, you love flowers, you love trees, you love seeing, the little sproutings of things you've planted. You love cultivating the soil. That's being in your own energy. Dancing to music in private or public, because you can't help dancing when you hear a sound. Music is playing, so you're dancing and you're just in it. You know those people. Those people that just everything is just you know what I mean? Like that's being in your own energy. You don't care. You're not embarrassed. Also, dancing to music when you're playing your own drums, or there's people who there's no music and they just start clapping, or they make a drum beat on their thighs, or on a surface, whatever it is, snapping the fingers, just creating a beat, creating enchanting sounds, singing, humming, all of those types of things is being in your own energy. I was getting my nails done recently by my nail person, and she has the most beautiful voice. I mean, beautiful, 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 beautiful voice. Like she could have truly been a singer. And I've been going to her for a while and I never knew, but she was just doing my nails and just started singing a beautiful song in her language. And I was just enchanted. I was mesmerized by her lovely voice. And here's something about her I never knew, but she was in her own energy, just feeling good, and she just let it happen. Parasailing, if you've ever parasailed, although that's, you're up there in the sky, but it's so peaceful. It's so beautiful. Kayaking, snowboarding, roller skating, which is my jam, bike riding, doing taekwondo, qigong, sexual intimacy. I'm not talking about just sex. I'm talking about the intimacy that comes with sex, the afterglow, all of that is being in your own energy. Inspired writing, selecting an outfit that you love because it just feels perfect for the moment and you love wearing it and it feels so good. Laughing authentically from your gut, deep belly laughter, smiling organically, being present, really connecting with someone and then feeling that feel good moment. Have you ever been somewhere, maybe out in public, and you locked eyes with a stranger and they smiled at you, you smiled at them, and you had a moment and it was like, oh, wow, that felt good. I've had babies smile at me, little kids, little babies stare at me in the store, and, pets run up to me all the time. Lock eyes with strangers. I had this person come to me in a grocery store. I was standing there and he said, wow, you've got the Holy Spirit. And I said, thank you. That was super cool. Those types of things, being in your own energy. Somebody notices your energy. He was in his own energy. You're in your own energy. She's in their energy. You guys match. You bring that energy together and it feels really good. All of these are examples. But the bottom line is, Anything that makes you feel good and happy and excited because you're in your own skin, doing your own thing, unapologetically, but you feel grounded and you're like, this is me. Anything that makes you feel like, yeah, this is me. This is who I am. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is you being in your own energy. Okay. So now, how do we activate what's already yours, your own energy? How do you activate it and draw from it? So, a good thing is like, your birthday month. Some people don't like their birthday. It can be traumatic for some. But for a lot of people, considering their birthday is really fun, planning a birthday party, celebrating with friends. So being in your birthday month energy, like really just allowing yourself to celebrate the whole month, your actual birthday, celebrating that, honoring that, feeling the magic of, oh, wow, I was born on this day. This is super cool. Also, for those of you that, are into angel numbers or sacred numerology, when you draw certain numbers or you're drawn to certain numbers or certain numbers keep popping up on your clock, that's just be in that, feel that, enjoy that, especially if the numbers have meaning for you. I certainly have numbers that show up all the time and I can't ignore them. They're definitely very special. Think about your favorite color, favorite traditions that you like to celebrate, maybe during holidays or special occasions, physical fitness. Now, this is a good one. When you have a physical fitness regime that you really, really love, and you feel the energy, the adrenaline, the endorphins, and you feel that good feeling, it's really awesome to go and be in your energy in the moment after you feel that rush and do affirmations. It feels really, really good. That activates your energy. Also, stretching can allow you to be in your own energy, doing rituals and ceremonies, lighting candles, incense, whatever it is you do, bubble baths, having a home spa day. These are just a few examples. Playing with your pets. All of these kinds of things help you to just be in your own energy, activate your energy. And when you're in your energy, draw from the energy that you're feeling and that you're experiencing to say affirmations, to make declarations, to say all is well, to express gratitude, to create something, to manifest something. So use the joy experienced in things like this to activate your own energy. I have spent many, many weeks living in and, abiding in the sanctuary of the heart for my own personal manifestations. I've been working on some things, and all of these things are being created because I'm choosing to live and abide in the sanctuary of the heart. What's very interesting is that my circle, some of our friends, some are clients, but the circle of people around me are also really, really manifesting and creating, and they are living and abiding in the heart as well. So that's an example of how, as an empath, you're a bridge and you're a living example. You're an illustration. Even if you don't talk about it, you are showing the humans and the assignments in your life how to manifest, how to alchemize, how to transmute, how to up level. So we focus so much on living within the sanctuary of the heart because this is how we're able to recalibrate and activate energy and basically bridge our lives back to the original source code. Okay? Everything we need is within the sanctuary of the heart. And being within the sanctuary of the heart, abiding in there, is why you are an alchemist. It's why you're able to transmute lower mind consciousness into higher paradigms. And dear empath, this is the work. This is why you came. This is why you're here. This sacred role is your divine purpose on this planet. And an evolved empath is able to do so much with their light, more than you can even imagine. The evolved empath that's done the work of healing so that they can be the bridge serves a great purpose on this planet and truly assists in the ascension experience. So bridge the gap, dear empaths. For those of you who are ready, finesse that energy and you will begin to time travel. Time travel allows you to bridge the gap by having one hand in the past and one hand in the present, okay? And one hand, you could say maybe in the future. You begin to be the divine bridge. So we heal ourselves first, empaths. And after we've healed ourselves, then we do what we can to be a bridge and heal our families. And then we allow ourselves to be the divine bridge for our community, right? And once we've developed the skill, we can go full throttle and be the divine bridge for all of our service work and all of the humans that we come in contact with, if it is aligned and if it is our mission assignment. In this way, we can correct timelines of all of the different people that we work with, whether you speak it out loud or don't. You will most likely begin this important work in your dreams first. And then when you are comfortable at a subconscious level, and then eventually you'll be consciously aware, okay, that you are healing timelines, fixing timelines, correcting timelines, and being the bridge that links people back to the original source code. You will be healing old wounds and healing old timelines moment by moment and breath by breath as the divine bridge. So, dear ones, if you're ready, match timelines with the original source code. Heal everything you can. Return us to the sacred. I'm going to say it again, dear ones, dear empath light workers and star seeds, return us to the sacred. Activate all your power, be in your energy. Link us back to the original source code. This is why you came. You are the one we have all been waiting for. Coalesce the consciousness of humans so that we can all collectively embody sovereignty once again. And so that we can embody the sacred union with the divine in pure oneness. Thank you, dear hearts, for those of you who are here, who participated in this empath lesson. If you made it to the end of this lesson, this is for you. You're correcting timelines. You're healing our planet in a very divine way. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for your light. Thank you for being all that you are. You are beautiful. You are seen, you are known, and you are divinely supported. Much love to you. Can't wait to be with you again energetically again. Blessings.